Have you had any issues or noticed that you've been struggling with your balance? If so, I've got some great tips for you in this video that are going to help you out. So my name is Todd Robbins. I've been a physical therapist for over 20 years. I've owned my own practice, Robbins Rehabilitation East, for 17 years, and I am really excited about talking with you about balance. Balance is something that's really, really important for many of our patients, but it often goes pretty much untreated. People don't think, hey, there are things I can do for my balance. So I want to give you some key, simple things that you can do at home to help work on your balance. First, briefly, we're just going to go over quickly what gives you your balance. Balance, like your ability to stay upright and not fall over, right? So there's really three systems in there. We'll go through it very quickly. Your vision, okay, so your eyes, your ability to see the world. Your vestibular system, which is really a level in your inner ear that allows you to know where you are in space. And proprioception, okay? Don't worry, you don't have to spell that one or pronounce it, but it's really your joint sense, okay? My body's ability to know when I'm upright and how to make small adjustments in case I touch something kind of uneven or I'm on a softer surface. There's lots of sensors in my joints that allow me to stay upright and make small adjustments. So we're going to go through kind of three different areas of balance activities that you can do at home. Static, moving, and dynamic, okay? So static is what most people would think of as balance. It's like, all right, my ability to stay upright. That's kind of like the baseline level of balance. It's like, am I able to stay upright and not fall over? So I can do this a few different ways. Right? So as you can see me here, I can do this with 2 feet on the ground. Okay, this is where I'm most stable. Okay, I've got 2 feet on the ground, but my legs are kind of like a tripod. So if I have my legs out wide, I'm much more stable. And if I have them really close together, then I'm going to be less stable. It's going to make it more challenging. So the closer my feet are together, the more challenging balance is. Okay? And some people need to start just there, just with their feet close to each other. They might feel kind of unsteady. Another thing we can do is what's called tandem. So I can put one foot in front of the other. And this is kind of like your classic field sobriety test that we all kind of joke around. So kind of putting one foot in front of the other. Just standing in this position is a challenge for my balance because I've closed down that tripod. So as you get your feet more narrow and closer together, that will make it a little bit harder. What else would make it harder? In a static position, I'm just standing here, standing on one foot. Okay, so now it instantly gets harder, and you'll find one foot might be a little bit harder than the other foot. Well, I'm good on my right side, but my left side kind of bothers me. So I encourage you to kind of work both sides. And these are easy ones, just standing on one foot that you can do at home. Now, those are some of our standards. Other ways that we can make balance a little bit harder. Remember, we had those three systems that were helping us out. If I'm standing on one foot, but it's pretty easy, I can close my eyes. Okay, so as soon as I close my eyes, I'm taking out one of those systems, and it's making it harder for me to balance on one foot. When I open my eyes, it gets simpler. So that's another way to progress it. One more way that you can progress it is to stand on a softer surface. Okay, so we have mats and pads here that we use in the office. What I always tell patients to do, fold up a bath towel. Okay, so if I'm standing 2 feet, one foot in front of the other, if I'm on a softer surface, it's going to challenge my proprioception system, and that's going to be, what I'm going to work on this. But you can do that at home, just standing on a soft surface. So those are just standing in one place. But really, when I think about balance as a physical therapist, I think about balance as my ability really to reach outside of my base of support, like reach out to the side or up overhead or back behind me, and be able to come back and be stable, okay? So these can be slower activities, but those, you think about maybe athletic activities where I'm kind of catching a ball back here on one foot and being able to kind of come back with it. So for that reason, we do a lot of dynamic balance, and really the one that I give my patients the most is standing on one foot and reaching out and away from you and returning back. This is a real simple one to do at home. I tell people to kind of use like a wall or a baseboard. So if I use my chest right here, if I'm here and I'm standing, I can reach out and I can just tap that chest and come back. Well, I know it's kind of easy. I can back up a little bit. And as I back up, like, oh, well, that got harder. It's kind of a little bit of a struggle for me to reach it, but I can get it right there. So this is about my limit. So I'm going to work reaching out there and touching it and coming back within my limit. Eventually, over time, I can increase that distance. Okay? Now this is doing something right in front, and what I would tell our patients a lot is to think about a clock. Okay? So if I'm at the middle of a clock, I can reach out to noon. I can reach over here to kind of like 3 o'clock. I can reach back behind me at 6 o'clock. I can reach out here to the side to 9 o'clock, and any of those other numbers. Okay? So if you get a good circle around your body, just kind of reaching and touching those numbers, along that line. That's a pretty good dynamic or moving balance activity. Now the last one, if all those were kind of pretty simple, one we can do is moving with head turns, and this really turns on the vestibular system. If you have a history of vertigo or a lot of dizziness, you got to take it easy with this one. Those other ones will probably be a little bit easier for you. But if I'm doing this, really what it looks like when we're working with our vestibular patients, can I walk and turn my head from side to side as I walk? Nice and easy. I'm just turning my head from side to side. Now again, if you have dizziness problems, like, be careful with this one and any of our other balance activities. But that one really is kind of tough because it's involving vision and the vestibular system and proprioception. So if you do that and that's a little bit challenging for you, you can kind of work on that. So these are some great balance activities that you can try at home. What I really encourage you to do, be safe. If you're working on this stuff and you know you have a balance issue, find a countertop. There's something that you can have your hands on, like the kitchen counters are a really good one, and just make sure that you're stable. So if you're practicing some of these things, that you can kind of catch yourself. Often if you're by yourself and you're standing doing some of this stuff, I like to have a chair behind me. So if I lose my balance, well, guess what? I'm down into a chair. Right? So definitely be safe with it. But these are different balance activities that you can try at home and work on progressing your balance if you've noticed that you are losing your balance. Thank you so much. If you have any questions about this, please go to our website and check us out. And if you have any questions about getting a balance assessment, or you feel like hey, I can tell my balance is degrading, please give us a call. Set up a free evaluation at our office. You can call 908-454-2404, and we will get right to you. Thank you so much, and stay balanced.